My darling baby dolls, welcome back to you. Every day we march forward in the bull market. The US national debt has hit an all-time high of $33 trillion. What about that chart? It is going up only. But look, friends, just want to tell you something. This chart is not on log. It's a linear chart. So yes, we know that the number's going up and they're printing too much money and currency, but also the population is growing, GDP is growing. So yes, the numbers are bad, but the debt isn't actually going like, exponential. Like if you see the real debt, yeah, it sucks. And it's very high. It is very high. It's like 129, 139%. It is high, but it's not like, whoa, we're like going parabolic like the Bitcoin price. Just to bring it down and touch it down a level, because the government always have a few more tricks up their sleeve to stop the pain of the retailers leaving the economic fiat system, and they can plug the hole and then whip everybody to come back in, and that means Ponzi crypto goes down for a while until they have to print and reset it all over again. In other news too, $1.7 trillion asset manager, Citigroup, I call them City Bug. You understand me? City Bug, because they're bug eaters. They are literally as bug eater of a market maker inside scammer as you can get. They're the bug of all bugs. They are deep on the inside. So City Bugs, they launched their own digital token and private blockchain for real-time payments. What's going on here? I'm going to show you a video from Sergey later, the ChainLink founder. He's going to explain some points to you and I'm going to react to it. Just to let you know, friends, so if you're new, welcome. Take a seat over there. I'd like you to know, in the future, there's not going to be one blockchain. It's not going to just be Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's going to be heaps and heaps and heaps of blockchains. Do you understand me? You do understand me. They're all going to be a mix of either public and private. The private ones are going to be the different banks, the bug eaters. They're going to send stable coins amongst themselves. Of course, they're going to keep it private so we don't know what's going on. And then government sealed stuff. And the public stuff is what we're all going to value. That is the international pirate island. That's what we call Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is basically our sanctuary because it is an escape from the authoritarian type of views and how they operate. So that's where the future of crypto is going. We're just trying to bet on the one that accrues more value. That's why it's very hard, friends. Most of the value is going to be in just the top few winners. There's going to be valuable things out there, but in terms of where the masses are, more the masses are not going to be spread across 80 different coins and the market cap divides by 80 for each coin. It's not going to happen like that. We also have the corrupt SEC, no surprises, says that the Binance US audit they found was very difficult to ensure the company was fully collateralized. No one cares. These are poopy heads. The corrupt SEC working with the corrupt Department of Injustice. No one believes you. You guys are all trash. You're a trash institution. You're a puppet wing arm for the US Fed trying to usher in CBDCs, trying to get us to eat the bugs. Everyone knows the game. And you know what? I'm not even going to tell you guys to stop because I know you guys are unstoppable. I'm just telling you that if you want to progress to the next level, so they got to listen. No, I'm telling you now, they're going to eventually get their goals, friends. But I'm telling you right now, they're moving too fast, okay? They're moving way too fast. They have to put the brakes on. They have to sweeten up the population. Give us the Bitcoin ETF. Give us more pumpermentals. Don't scam us at $75,000 Bitcoin. That's what you got to do. You got to trap more people in. Right now, you haven't even given us any candy. If you want me to get in the van, give me some nice looking candy. Don't give me vegetables. I don't want to eat broccoli. I'm not getting in your van. Thought it was obvious. Mr. Moonlaunch says they want to see if others have collateral, yet they have trillions in deficits. Yes. Isn't that fantastically clear? You know, theoretically, we know this is a load of BS, but the SEC is independent from the government because the government can't actually fire the SEC. I'm not sure if you guys know that. You know who taught me that? John McAfee. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Johnny. One of his interviews. I did not know this, you know. I learned this off him. You can't fire the SEC. The government can't fire them. I think they can only get rid of the head. What a corrupt, poisonous institution. They are meant to go after corrupt politicians, but they don't. They can't even be taken down. They are a permanent toxic asset. That's why, okay, you ever wonder why the corrupt SEC doesn't get direct funding from the banks, even though it has to be all undercovers? It's because of this reason. It's because they're like, wait a minute, why are you getting funding from the banks and stuff when you're trying to take them on? So we all know it works in the shadows. No one's stupid. Mr. Hex Pulsex says, good find my sugar plum drizzled with chocolate and party sprinkles. Thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of you. By the way, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. Because I do appreciate every single one of you. We are here to shock the algorithm. Nothing's going to stop us. The Bitcoin price is still gravitating towards my golden rope. It is around $26,800. This is a weekly chart. We are on W for Friendship. It is 2 weekly candles. Everybody is zooming into this candle like this, going like, oh, did we reject? Did we accept? What's going on? Look, I'm just going to tell you one thing. Just step outside the charts for 5 seconds. How on God's green earth is Bitcoin $26,800 when they literally broke the banking system as soon as they hiked rates and then they printed money instantly? How are you still down here? This makes no sense. Well, we know why it makes sense. For instance, it's Metcalfe's law. People are like, fighting for food out there, so they can't really think with their brain yet. But eventually they will. They're going to have to print money. The system already cracked. The smart money already is in. They're probably getting the lesser smart money, otherwise known as their friends, the other bug eaters, so the cicadas and the little crickets hanging around them, the cockroaches. Those types of people are getting in right now. They're probably going to offload it at the danger zone. Where's the danger zone? Well, as I've told you, friends, you can draw a fib from the top to the bottom. Bitcoin, 3 out of 3 times before its Bitcoin halvening, so April 2024 would be here. Before its Bitcoin halvening, it hits the 50% retracement. Every single time, 3 out of 3. That would be $41,930. If you want to take a gamble, you're going to guess on that 48K zone. But technically, if we hit this 42K and come back down, you got no one to blame but yourself. I know I'm in that situation too. What do you do? What if altcoins aren't high enough, Too many questions, friends, not enough answers. Why? We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know the future. I'm not going to pretend to know the future, but I'm going to tell you that I'm going to be your friend no matter what. But you know what hasn't been a friend for 3 years? The Chainlink price, same as all the altcoins. What we can do is, I'm going to go down to a 1 hour chart to just show you. Okay, so Chainlink had this recent 10% pump. It's actually 12%. Wow. Now, no one knows why this happened. It is what it is. And look at this. Look how close we are. Hopefully, by the time you see this video, Chainlink is able to close above this. It has to actually close above this $6.60 zone. It's actually, it's flipped. It's actually flipped the buy, which just means it's gone 3 times above its average range to one side, which is the bullish, the upside, the bullish side, and that's what it is. But look, it doesn't mean anything. Look at this. Look, yes, this was great. We did a 44% rally the last time we did it. But then guess what? We crashed 30%. We lost the 30 of value straight away. And look at this. It happened again. Oh, wow. We rallied 18%, but then look what happened. Okay, from that top, we went and crashed 43%. So there's so many fake outs. Look at this. Buy, sell, buy. Look at this. This, as soon as it flipped green, it was straight down to Goblin Town, 30% again. So it's just been going up and down, up and down. That's why, what did I mention to you? You put on the weekly chart, this is actually what we're waiting for. So no one's allowed to get any tingles in their loins or in their elbows unless Chainlink closes the week above, I'm going to bring it up here, around $8. Anything closing the week below $8, well, we're just in cope mode. I recently uploaded this video with Sergey. Shout out to Lil Don Diablo. Thank you very much for this video. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Everything you need to know about the future of crypto is in this 8-minute video. Now, it's Sergey speaking. It's a bit monotone, but, it is what it is, friends. You got to get a founder. They're going to have some quirks here and there. He talks about stablecoins, ChainLink CCIP, linking everything, and it's a pretty insightful interview. Just listen to this first introduction where he speaks about what's been achieved with these financial institutions and Swift officially partnering with the bug eater Chainlink coin.
And more than a dozen leading financial institutions achieved.
It achieved 3 very important things. The first thing is that it proved that you can use existing bank infrastructure like Swift and Swift messages to easily connect to hundreds of chains with a very minimal amount of effort from banks, which means that banks can go onto hundreds of chains very efficiently. The second thing that it proved is that multiple chains, both public and private, can be connected efficiently and reliably for those banks to transact with each other. And the final thing that it proved is that those private chains can transact with public chains effectively, meaning that value from the private bank industry can flow into the public blockchain industry, which I think will have a very important impact on both the banking world and the public blockchain world.
Okay, And throughout the rest of this interview, I'm just going to summarize it to you right now. All right, friends. So basically, he says, which is exactly what I tell you, total Web3, which is crypto. So crypto, friends, you know, the word crypto, he calls it Web3. He doesn't use the word crypto. Why? Well, you know why? Because Sergey's in the bug eater club. Sergey has to talk to Citibank, JP Morgan, Goldman Bugs, all the bug eaters and the bug eater coins who are controlling the SEC from behind the shadows so they can work for the US Fed and do the evil bidding. Now, Sergey has to talk to them. You can't use the word crypto to them because crypto is like a dirty word. It's like, illicit substances in the bathrooms at the party club. You know, that's what it is. Pornography. That's what crypto means to them. So he uses the term Web3. I know we all think it's cringe, but guess what? The dudes or the bug eater reptilians with 100 trillion of derivative value, if they think Web3 is the word, you're going to use that word. That's it. Don't argue. So when he's talking to them, there's 1 trillion in value. That's Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of these. And we can see that from the total crypto market cap, which is this chart actually here. You can put on a log chart. This is the total crypto market cap, and it's 1 trillion. Okay. Now, what he's basically alluding to next is that all those banks, right, all the bug eater banks, so we are 1 trillion right now. He says with CCIP, which is the newest ChainLink tech, which is he mentions it's a super safe, revolutionary bridge. And what they did is they went and spoke to the banks. They've been working with the banks. He mentions they've been working with Swift, the bug eater, the banking bug eaters for over 5 years. So isn't that crazy? You're like, wait a minute, 5 years ago, that's the year 2018. And you go like, wait a minute, excuse me. He says more than 5 years, by the way. You're like, this is weird because in the year 2017 and 18, we did not have DeFi yet. We just had Bitcoin and Ethereum rallying. We did not have Uniswap. We didn't have any of the bug eater coins. We didn't have anything. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. The game is rigged. And yes, the revelation I'm trying to tell you, not only that I have a straight back and you should have one too, is it's not that the game is rigged. We've known that the game is rigged. It's that it's all a game. That's the revelation, friends. That's my eureka moment. You know, Einstein discovers E equals MC squared. I discovered that you should wear your fluffy slippers on before you start to invest in crypto. When you put all this together, you realize, wait a minute, how much of this is pre-written? This is a load of BS. Is it pre-written or did these people see the future from a long time ago? I reckon it's a bit of both. Something weird's going on. Don't worry. It's all a game, okay? A lot of this, predetermined. I don't make the rules. They're challenged, okay? The SEC hasn't gone after ChainLink, by the way. That's weird. How come you went after 20 other top 20 coins and then you skipped ChainLink? Gee, I wonder why. So in this video, Sergey explained this. Swift's working on for 5 years, CCIP tech. He even mentions that they went and spoke to all the banks and they catered CCIP to them. He says they needed things like risk management, right? They needed risk management. They needed all these other features that they would have to see before they started using it. Guess what? They went and did it. It's all there. That's why CCIP's out. That's why when I look at this chart here, you know, market cap, it's wrong. I know, yes, you say the crowd is right. No, they're wrong. They're actually wrong. All right, I can tell you my loins that they're wrong. For example, ChainLink being 3.5 billion, this is a national crime. This is very racist to be 3.5 billion, okay? This is literally shouldn't be allowed. Why? ChainLink, just like Polkadot, I'm sorry, if you're a Polkadot fan, you go to zero now, all right? There is no reason for you to exist. Why? Of course, friends, it is tongue-in-cheek because they have a network, right? So it's got nothing to do with the tech, but I'm just letting you know. Polkadot's whole very reason for existing was to be parachains, where everybody holds hands and all the chains connect and they join the system. But ChainLink CCIP literally says, hey, screw this system. How about you guys just all connect to us? So now you have DOT, you have Sol, you have all of these, you have ETH, you have Pulse Chain, right? They say, hey, you all connect to us and then we'll actually help you spit out any application you need to make out. So you might have the next Uber. You might have the next, gambling coin. All of this is getting data from CCIP, right? Because think of this is how it's working. You got to think backwards. So Uber, for example, the next Uber that's going to work off crypto, whatever the new innovation is, it's going to have like 10 inputs of complicated data. It's got to grab, your user information from Pulse Chain. It's got to go to a public and private blockchain. You might have the government. Here's the US government blockchain number 1. Here's Australian government blockchain. You see, there's like 100 blockchains. So it's just so much easier. Everything connects to CCIP. There you go. They're setting the standard. They're setting the protocol. Now, you might say there's a better way. I'll tell you something. There might be a better way, but the banks, they're going to use CCIP. So if you want to move forward, you're going to go to where there's the most network already. It has a first mover advantage. It is what it is. Now, is it going to pump the hardest? No. There's going to be meme coins and other tries to pump the hardest. That's it. It helps me sleep at night. For all we know, Solana does a higher return than ChainLink. I don't know. Okay, my goal is not to be here like, hey, this is definitely going to be the highest one, but I don't care about that. I'm just letting you know, during this phase of the bull market, because we're so early, I can sleep at night comfortably with Link. That's why I can sleep at night. I go, okay, the bug eaters got it, and they're working with the bug eaters, and CCIP tech delivers, and it aligns with the future. Yeah, it's infrastructure. It's not the sexiest thing, but I can sleep with that. I like that. And if a new narrative appears in 2024, there's no harm in rotating your Link a bit, But like, let's say you had 1,000 Link, for example. Let's say you had 1,000 Link. Let's say in 2024, you're like, oh man, there's a new sexy real world narrative coin I found out, and like new meme coin. Well, there's no harm in like going, all right, take out 25 Link for one coin and then rotate it to another coin. If you make 10x on that, you'll get back 250 Link if you're right. And if you lose, you only lose 25 Link. So you can play it like that. That's how you can do it. And then when you rotate your profits, you convert it back to Link. You can do this with every coin, by the way. You can do this with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, with Hex, Pulse Chain, PulseX. You can do it with any coin you want. You just got to keep rotating into the core coins that you believe in, okay? You know what else I believe in, though? Our friendship. Thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of you. We did shock the algorithm. And of course, you are my friend. I'm going to catch you in the next one.